Right on, guys. How you doing? Here we are, Monday night. Neil the Deal boxing, our number one sport. Obviously, I'm glad to see you all here tonight. Thanks a lot for coming out on this snowy Canadian evening. Up here in Canada, where we got a lot of snow. It's really cold, and I really wish I was in the Florida Keys just singing songs on the beach. But we're working on that. You know what I mean? All right. So today, chilling, relaxing, kind of a bit of a snow day, like I say up here. But I'll tell you, if you've been watching the shows, which hopefully you have been, we have been on all platforms of all the shows, absolutely destroying it. And it's because of you guys. Without you guys out there in Talkin' Fight Land, Talkin' Fight fans, Neil the Deal Show fans, we couldn't be here doing what we love and giving you the lowdown of exactly what is going down the pipe every single week, every single episode, all the time, every minute. Get her done. All right. So listen, I'm been working on this boxing thing here at Talk and Fight, and I hope you guys are liking the new shows. I'm just talking about the shows that I like on a weekly basis, the ones I'm gonna watch. I watch them all, as you know, but there's ones that I like to feature. So these are all my feature fights weekly. I'm glad you guys can tune in and check it out because I'm having a great time over here, and thanks to you guys with the shares. Those shares have been the followings, the subscriptions, everything has been absolutely amazing, and I want to thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart, top left. You guys are the bomb. All right. So let's talk about what's been going on. So last week on the show we talked a little bit about the big fight. That would be Gary Russell Jr. Excuse me, guys. Gary Russell Jr. versus my buddy out of the Philippines, Mark Magsayo. We had an episode about Mark Magsayo probably a year ago on the Neil the Deal show, and I introduced the world pretty much to Mark Magsayo. Well, guess what? My intuitions were right, par usual, and hey, we're going to talk about the fight. It was a great fight. If you guys didn't see the fight, get onto YouTube, check out the Gary Russell Jr. versus Mark Magsayo fight on the weekend. I believe it was January 22nd, 2022, and it was a great fight. It really was, and very close, you know. So let's go over let's go over a little bit of the fight. That was for Russell's WBC featherweight championship of the world, which he had held for 7 years. Magsayo was an up and comer, as we know, out of the Philippines. He was being trained by Manny Pacquiao. We talked about it. Manny Pacquiao, probably one of my favorite humanitarians on the planet. The Philippines people as a whole are the most beautiful people out there. They're so hospitable to us Canadians, and I love you all you Filipinos. So bringing on another world champion for your country, you know, after Manny has now decided he's going to get into the political reign, and now you got a guy like Mark Magsayo to kind of keep the legacy of the Filipino fighters right at the top. And not only that, but he's got Manny as his trainer. So there you go, guys. Thanks a lot. God bless you all in the Philippines. Neil the Deal will always love you people. And I'm telling you, I know there's a bunch more out there. So guys, keep training. And I'm watching. I'll find you guys out there. So, anyways, let's rock and roll on that one. There's so many things, like I say, about that fight that I personally was I wasn't surprised, guys. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I always said that Gary Russell Jr. had the fastest hands at that division. He was ranked number one active featherweight in the world. Magsayo obviously was ranked. I believe it was probably 10th or 13th or something, fifth maybe. So it doesn't matter. The only problem I have with this kind of a thing is that if you're the champion, all right, in any division, anywhere, especially in boxing, guys, this is just my personal opinion. If you don't knock out the champ, you don't win the title. It's about that simple, okay? So I have a hard time swallowing these split decisions, unanimous decisions, draws, and all this stuff. If you do not knock out the champ, you are not the champ. It's just the way I look at it. So, you know, the fight was going well. The early rounds, Magsail with that uppercut was actually doing some serious damage, guys. Check it out. Magsail throwing the left jab, uppercut. Russell had no answer for that one. It was kind of back and forth, pretty even, but that uppercut that Mark had going was the telling shot in the first few rounds. They didn't move themselves against the ropes much. Later on in the fight, obviously things changed, and we're going to talk about that now, guys. So check this out. So around the fourth round, little pretty close to the end of the round, more than halfway, anyways. There was an incident where Meg Sale threw a punch, I believe, and he injured Gary Russell Jr.'s shoulder. I believe it was a shoulder injury, something of that sort, and that was a devastating blow for him. So now he's a one-armed fighter, and he's a wounded duck. He gave it a valiant effort. Like I'm telling you, this went all the way, and it was decided by, I believe, 1 point. Like this was no, but again, Gary Russell Jr., you did everything you could do under the circumstances. Hopefully, you have a rematch clause. I would think you would. Mark had a great game plan. He executed the game plan perfectly. He was very focused. He pressured you. He did what he had to do, and unfortunately, you got injured in the melee within the brawl. And I kind of was like, I felt bad for you, Gary. So I know it was a big fight for you. I actually took you, guys. I actually, I said it. I'll take Gary Russell Jr. in this one with the experience, but he was a wounded duck, and that happens. It's a combat sport. People get injured. Things happen within the ring. Guys, persevere, move forward, do what they got to do. And I know Gary had a lot on the line that night with his dad and his brother and the rest of the thing. So, God bless you, Gary. Great display. You like, you know, that was a fantastic display, Gary. So, Mark, congratulations to you too, bringing the title back to the Philippines. I want to say congratulations, Mark. I had a lot of confidence in you right from the beginning, and I told the world, look out for Mark Maxeo. Maxeo, he is going to do some damage, and he did. He took down the belt, and there you go. So it's not, I'm pretty proud of myself on that one. You can't really toot your own horn, but who can predict that kind of stuff like years in advance, right? Oh, cheers to that. All right. So, guys, that was the fight. It ended up split decision. I did take Gary Russell Jr., 10th round TKO. I was wrong, but good on it. Great fight. Have fun watching it. I certainly did. And I'm looking forward to a rematch. I really am. I think there should be a rematch there, clause in somewhere, because those guys were even. That was an even fight. Really, it was. So let's hope they get that rematch and we can watch it again. All right. So this week coming up, we're going to talk about the fight this week that I'm looking at. There is a couple of fights going on this week. There's not a heck of a lot of big bang and world titles on the line. There are some title eliminators and stuff. So we're going to talk about that. January 29th, this weekend, 2022. We got Unga Makabu, Unga Makabu versus Tiabaso. I don't even know his first name, Tiabaso or whatever. So I didn't look into that fight much, but if you guys want to check it out online, check that one out. I saw that, and I am going to look into it closer to the weekend. But the one fight I am going to be watching and I'm looking forward to is Robson Conceiao, Brazilian guy versus Xavier Martinez, Mexican fighter out of Sacramento, California. So this is the fight we're going to talk about is Robson and Xavier. It's at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino there in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's a 10-round main event for the WBC title eliminator. It's an eliminator fight. I like these fights because it's the fight that is pre world title fight. So these guys need a world title shot, but they need to win this fight to actually get there. So those are always good fights. And these guys are no slouches by any means. They're top notch at the game. So we'll go over a little bit about it. It's Bob Arum, of course, Mr. Bob Arum. God bless you, buddy. Top Rank Productions going to present live on ESPN and ESPN Plus this big fight with, of course, Top Rank is with Tony Holden Productions on this one. Now we've talked a little bit about how these the big boys are going to roll now, and it's good that they're bringing a couple like Tony Holden. Love to meet you one day, sir. Uh, I'm all in with that kind of stuff. You know, you're promoting the craft, and I appreciate your time. So yeah, it's interesting. So I kind of really like that. It's kind of a new thing. I've been, it's always somebody's presenting, not two people presenting, but I like that thought. So that's going to be a big fight. Robson Consequiao from Brazil and Xavier Martinez from Sacramento. So let's go over a little bit of the tail of the tape here with Robson. All right, he's 33 years old. He's got 17 bouts, 16 wins, one loss with 8 KOs. He was a gold medalist at the 2016 Rio Olympics, gold medalist in that division. He had over 400 amateur fights, this guy, which is 400 guys, 400 amateur fights. I guess he knows what he's doing by now. Uh, and the thing that impressed me a bit was in his professional career, he fought two Canadians, all right? Two Canadians out of his 17 fights, and one was I want to give a shout out to the Canadian boys here, the boxing boys. Uh, Joey Laviolette, nice display, unanimous decision loss. I know that, and Alex Torres Rin, nice job, buddy. You fought the man too, and same result, unanimous decision loss. So, but God bless you, Canadian boys came out. You fought the Brazilian guy here, Robson, and he ain't no slouch. So we're liking him. The other guy, Xavier Martinez, 24 years old, quite a bit younger, 9 years younger. Parents are from Guadalajara, Mexico. He was born in Sacramento, California. He's ranked 17th in the world by BoxRec, in that division. His career started in 2015 to present. So obviously he's a present fighter. And guess what, guys? He's undefeated. Yeah, he's one of those undefeated ones coming up. And he's fast and furious too. 17-0 with 11 KOs. 11 KOs. Oh my gosh. So look out for that fight. And like I said, it's on ESPN, ESPN Plus, Top Rank Production, Bob Arum. These are always the best of the best. And hey, I'm going to give you a quick prediction. I'm going to go with Robson, 10th round TKO. That's Neil the Deal's prediction. So thanks a lot for the shares. All right, the shares are good. The likes are really, really good. The subscriptions are kicking up a notch. Punch that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? To let you know when I'm on. And we'll see you Wednesday night. Neil the Deal Show, NFL. We got some big talk about the game on the weekend. Mahomes. What am I going to tell you? I can't even believe what happened. 13 seconds. The magician pulled it off. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. Thanks for coming out. Boxing rocks the world. Talkinfight.com. Thanks a lot, guys. See you on Wednesday. Have a good night.